Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Jigokuraku or Hell's Paradise episode number 3 reaction. Okay, the previous episode it was really a very beautiful, I have to say, episode. Beautiful in the sense we get to see how Sagiri was struggling with one of her problems. She, wasn't able to cut as cleanly as as her father, and she was thinking that each kill that he did burdened her sword, which made her next kill even more not on par with her expectations. So she was always struggling with that, and she was trying to strive for the perfection that her dad made. However, she felt more and more burdened by each kill that she made. Struggling with that, we see all the criminals being brought in front of the shogun. They have this whole conversation. There was like a little battle royale kind of thing to whittle their numbers. And in the end we get to see how Gabimaru actually kind of teaches her a very important thing, which is that it's not supposed to feel nice when you kill someone. It is supposed to be burdensome, and you have to accept that, in a whole, incomplete. Otherwise, he will be more burdened. So, seeing that, Sagi realizes that Gabimaru has way more of a burden that she has, but he has accepted it. That is why his blade is not weighed down by that burden, unlike her. So this lesson she got, she was taught by Gabimaru, and she kind of cried at a little bit. A tear dropped from her eyes, and that was really well, portrayed in that scene. And in the end, obviously, they are off to the island. I forgot the name of the island where they're supposed to go, and that's where it ended. So let's see what happens in this episode. I'm guessing they'll reach the island, and we'll see what happens in the island. Alright, so episode number 3, let's get started. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here, sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's begin. Alright, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, let's see. Hmm. Ooh, what's this? Damn. Whoa, what the hell? Hey yo, intestines are spilling out and... Oh, that's... No, who is this? Oh, this is the chief, yeah. Whoa. Okay, so he's actually mortal. That's crazy. Okay. It probably does, yeah. Tokichiku no Kaguno. Alright. Well, this place is beautiful. Like, obviously, it's called paradise for a reason. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Oh, he's still bound, I guess. Yeah, this place is so beautiful. Just look at the amount of flowers. Like, yeah. Wow. Well, I guess you can. True. True. That's true. Like, there's like each and every flower here. Just a what? I no. Obviously, like if someone attacks, come on. Yeah. Wait, what? Damn. Come on, Kasagiri. Like, who knows what type of enemies are here? Oh my god. Um. y- This is not a good idea. Oh my god, what? Is this one of the other prisoners? I knew this was going to happen. Like, obviously, you're against the prisoners as well, since this is a battle royale kind of situation. Well, obviously. And I don't think so, but yeah. Twisted Gaun. Oh, damn. Ah, that's disgusting. Exactly. Like, this is how it's supposed to go. Come on, Sagiri. Yeah, like, in this situation, what's up with his eyes? Lowest ranked. Ah. What's up with his eyes? Why does his eyes look like that? So far apart. Um, okay. Damn. Alright, don't do that. What the hell is that? What the weapon is that? Yeah, I guess. That's one way. Well, I feel like you chose the wrong opponent at first. What? Alright. He's he's like, oh, let me just bind my rope, you know. Yeah. Convenient. He still hasn't attacked you, you're forgetting that. Yeah, he still hasn't attacked you, like I said. You think he's going to take the attacks only? There you go. Oh, it's falling on him. Ooh, nice. Damn. Wait, was that it? Come on, dude. You're boasting about your. Okay, there you go. Oh. Hmm. Oh my. They didn't even show the battle. Off-screen death. That's. Yeah. Go back home. Oh my god, this guy's. Oh, he killed. Okay. He's like, yep. Free. Yeah, he'll get a extra, like a little vacation now. Yeah, like free time. Paid leave. Hmm. There you go. True. Whoa. Oh, this is what happened. Okay. Damn. Yeah, if they bring the elixir of life, yeah, I don't think exactly. Exactly. There you go. This was just what I was saying. Like, even if they break the rule and but still bring the elixir of life, hmm, I don't think. Damn. Yeah, you better go take your extra vacation. If Gabimaru had a blade, he could have probably just inserted that in his throat and killed him then and there. That's not a prediction. That's obviously going to happen. Whoa! Who the? Uh. Okay. Okay. He probably wants to make friends with you. Damn. Oh my god. Okay, he didn't want to make friends with him. Never mind. Oh my god. Wait, did he just kill him? What the? Wait, wasn't this guy the same guy who was talking to Sagiri? What was his name? In. Oh my god. Wait, did everybody die? New Iwaka. Wait, will more people come here? They might try to kill her. Oh my god. Even the executioners might be in danger. Hmm. Wait, is he? Wait, what? What happened? Okay, that was random. I don't think. I think he's planning something else. Why would he suddenly try to kill her when? Oh, this is what happened to Gabimaru's parents. Oh my god. Okay, is he really trying to attack? Okay. Damn. Whoa. Damn, he is. Yeah, he's so much more experienced than Sagiri. Oh, that's why he's doing this. Oh. Okay, I see. Hmm. Hesitant. Oh, he's also hesitating, kind of. Yeah. Like he said he doesn't want to kill. There you go. Hmm. Courage is being true to emotions. Hmm. Oh. Yeah. Oh, he's going to try to kill him. Oh god. Great. You messed up. Well, now you're dead. Oh. He again stopped. He could have killed her so many times within this little, yeah. And he still hasn't used his ninjutsu. Oh no. Oh my god. He just. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. Damn. Yeah. Wait, is she talking about? Oh no, never mind. Yeah. His wife. Yeah. Because she's the one who changed him. He was like this before, but then. Hmm. Seed of strength. Yeah, true. Like, she said the same thing as her is his wife. Yeah, that's enough. Yeah. Yeah, he's not the same. Hmm. There you go. Yeah, they need. What the? Okay, what is this place? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I. Ah! What a weird looking. Oh, he's gonna cut his hands. Oh my god, he had to do it. Yeah, the. What the hell? What is this? Some kind of zombie? Some kind of. Oh, yeah. Oh. Hey, oh my god. Some weird looking insects. I don't think. Yeah. Damn, he's smiling. Okay, what weird. Okay, wow. Hello? What? Oh, alright. This looks like some kind of weird dream. What? Hey, these creatures. These creatures. I have to say it. The person who made these creatures have a vivid, great imagination. These are some crazy character designs. Like, wow. I'm really liking this because this weird looking creatures. Just imagine what someone like how what went through someone's head when they actually thought of a design like this. Like, oh, let's make a fish with eight hands, like like closed and praying to someone and two legs. Like, wow. Oh boy. Okay. Like, I feel like this episode was needed because we needed to have that point of understanding between Sagiri and Gabimaru. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to work together in the future because this is the reality. The reality is that no one's your ally in this island. The only one who you can probably trust the most is your partner, that is your executioner. Like, because the criminals need the executioners to stay alive up until the end if they want to get out. So that's why the only one who you can trust is probably okay. That's it. Is probably your partner. Even though the executioners don't have any type of reason to keep the criminal alive by the end, but yeah, at least the criminals won't try to at least kill their own executioner if they they need to even protect them up until the end if they want to survive. Otherwise they won't be let on the boat. So that's the thing. But another thing they kind of mentioned here, which I kind of talked about this in the previous episode as well, is that, like, just imagine, like, obviously your executioner is dead and the the people won't allow you on the boat, but if you have the elixir of life, I feel like, even in that situation, even if your executioner is dead, they'll allow you on the boat because you have the elixir of life. That type of thing. They might actually like bend the rules a little bit if you're able to provide the results, the proper results. But that's in the future, but like, I'm thinking about this, that the criminal and the executioner, they are probably the only ones who can make a little partnership because everyone else is your enemy here. Everyone else wants you dead. The other groups, the other executioners, they want you dead. Not executioners, sorry, the other criminals, they want you dead because you being alive means another, another competitor to get the elixir of life. So probably the only person you can trust here is your partner, that is your executioner or your criminal. So Sagiri and Gabimaru needed to have this little, this thing if they want to cooperate in the future. Alright, this episode, we begin this episode with a little scene, a little, flashback, I guess you would say, of the village chief, where the village chief was, was being, just, like, a lot of weapons were used to kind of, trying to kill him, but he was not dead, he's just standing there. And in the end, Gabimaru kind of comments on how this is the chief of Iwagakure and he is actually immortal. Unlike Gabimaru, because Gabimaru is not immortal, he's just strong, he's just like very tough and almost immortal, but I don't think he's immortal. He can be killed. But the grandfather, he's so strong that he's probably like on the just on the lines of immortality, that type of thing. So that guy is a monster. So yeah, now next we get to see Gabimaru and Sagiri reached the island, and yeah, like Sagiri's like, wow, this place actually exists, and Gabimaru's like, yeah, what did you think, that the elixir of light doesn't exist? It does, and he says that I know for a fact that it does, but not sure if it's actually here. That's something that we need to get to know. The name of the elixir of life is I think he called it Toki Jiku no Kagunomi. So Yeah, now Saguri coming here, she's actually believing that yeah, this place exists. The elixir of life is might be actually true. Now we're in this this place and in the island, and you can see this place is hauntingly beautiful. There's like so many creatures, so many flowers, all at the same place, just blooming. Red, blue, green, pink, orange, yellow, any type of color you think is probably there in this place, and it looks really beautiful. However, yeah, Gabimaru says something interesting here. He says that like this is not beautiful. This is actually kind of creepy because just look at this place. Like there's no pattern here. Each and everything exists here. You can see like certain flowers that might need like a humid temperature to bloom, some flowers which might need a cold temperature to bloom. Every type of flower exists here, you know which in itself is really weird. It's creepy, borderline creepy. Not only that, also the fact that these are the same flowers that we saw in the people who came back. It was growing from them. So yeah, this place is, yeah, this is not, I cannot really call this beautiful. This is creepy, actually, which I can agree with, if you think about it like that. But whatever you say, it's undeniable that it does look beautiful. Like just look at this place. Like anywhere that you look at, there's some kind of a color, and obviously the green trees and everything. Like it just looks so nice. Either way, you can see that Sagiri here is like, oh, why have you taken off your hand, like rope? Bind it. You're a criminal. I'm supposed to look at, like, keep an eye on you. So you're not supposed to open. Now here I was like, oh, but obviously we don't know what type of creatures are here. So I feel like Kabima needs to open his hands. But Sagiri is like, just always like, she's like, very rigid and stiff and strict. And that is why she's like, no, you need to do this. While Gabimar is like, I'm serious. Like, like, he's like, and you see what they gave to us. They gave us 3 days worth of food. Like a some random scroll with a little like picture, and that's it. Like are the shogunate even serious to get to get the elixir of life, or is this just a joke to them? But either way, Sagiri is not listening to him. Sagiri is like, nope, you have to bind your hand. And in the end, he's like, all right, fine, sure, why not? Binds his hand, and bam, an iron ball comes in and just smacks his head. And we get to see this guy, the criminal. What's his name? Just a minute. All right, look at him. He's a warrior monk. Sagiri says he's a warrior monk who fell in love with weapons during his training. And they say he's stolen over 100 weapons from other warriors. Okay, so this is this guy. Wait, what was his name? Just a minute. Did they mention his? I feel like they mentioned his name. Where is it? Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I think they mentioned his name later on. Either way, Gabimon was like, no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, look at his hands. It's open. And that's how it's supposed to be. And you can see his executioner was really not like looking. He's like, yeah, like you're too just too strict on the rules, Sagiri, and you need to understand. But Gabimar was not phased at all. His head was bashed in, but he's just fine. And yeah, this guy is crazy about his weapons. He just loves them so much, and he's like, oh, I've got an opportunity to use my weapon on you, a person like you who doesn't die. It's easy. Like it'll be very nice to use my weapons on you. Obviously, he's just, he just thinks that it'll be fun. But this is Gabimar we're talking about. So yeah, Gabimar's not phased at all. Either way, Sagiri is not happy about the fact that his executioner let his hands, free. But the executioner was like, I don't care. Like if you want to kill each other, kill each other. I'll be just a spectator in this situation. So yeah, there you go. So they start fighting. This part was so funny. I love how he tries to use his weapons to attack Gabimar, and Gabimar's like, oh, gotta bind my hand, Sagiri told me to do that, so yeah, I have to do that. And he's binding his hand, and he's just whacking with his weapons, and he's not even caring. It's as if like like a fly is just like, probably just it's not even inconveniencing him. He's treating it as if a fly has come and landed on him. He doesn't even care, just doing his thing. The executioner also is very surprised, but either way, in the end, we see like the criminal, he uses his, like, rains his weapon on top of him. He dodges a few of them, and one of them he kind of kicks back into him, and like his torso, and yeah, he falls down. But then he's like, oh, this should be fun, like I'm going to use my weapon on you. Yes, this will be so fun. This The next scene, we see him dead. Gabimaru just did his thing, and I'm like, god damn, the amount of disrespect. Imagine killing someone off screen. That's like the ultimate disrespect for any type of character in an anime. Like, just pure disrespect. It didn't even bother showing the battle because it was so so insignificant. Gabimaru just killed him. Sagiri is surprised. Even that guy, that executioner, is surprised. And yeah, the executioner was like, all right, you know what? Fine. I think he cuts his head off, takes his head to show off as a proof, and he's just going back. He's like, yeah, you know what? Fair enough. I just got extra free time. I have an excuse to go back now. Now, he's like, I'm going home and taking a bath. Okay, so Sagiri here says like, oh, you be careful. This place is crazy. And yeah, but this guy's like, oh, you think I feel like you're too naive, Sagiri. He also talks about a few things here. First of all, he says that the person beside you is a criminal. Don't forget that. And a lot of things will change from this point onwards. A lot of people, is going to make some drastic moves. Some people will die. Some criminals will die. Like a lot of criminals are going to take each other out as well because lesser competition. So yeah, and he also kind of says that, so you're thinking about binding Gabimaru's hands. I don't think that is the problem here. The problem here is way bigger. What really matters is priorities. And he literally says here that, do you think that someone who's able to get their hands on the elixir, I don't think the authorities will care if their hands are bound or not. Results are something that they want. Even if you protect all the rules and regulations that they put on you, and you are not able to bring the elixir, versus someone who doesn't maintain any rules but they're able to get the elixir, who do you think the shogunate will prefer? They'll definitely be the person who gave you the results. They don't care about the rules and regulations if you're able to provide the results. So that is something that you need to keep an eye on. And it is true. I agree with that. I just said this in the previous video that even if in the end, if someone actually gets their hands on the elixir, I don't think any type of crazy things they do up until that time will probably be pardoned if situations dictate something like that. So yeah, he's correct. He's actually correct. And he kind of says here that, okay, this part, he kind of says that, okay, he says that, shall I cut him down for you? And this part was so funny because he was trying to get his sword. Gabimaru comes in and just casually touches his sword, even with his hands bound. He actually freaks out, the executioner. He's like, oh. It's just there. And like I was saying, I don't think how strong this dude is. I don't know how strong he is. But for a fact, it's confirmed here that he was underestimating Gabimaru. And if Gabimaru had his hands unbound, I don't think he needed his hands unbound even. If he had a weapon, at least one weapon, Gabimaru could have instantly killed him here. Just quickly insert a weapon in his stomach. That's it. Over. I don't know how strong this guy is. Maybe he's stronger than Gabimaru. Maybe he's on par with Gabimaru. But the fact that he underestimated him and let his guards down in this situation would have meant instant death here. He survived. just because Gabimaru didn't want. If Gabimaru wanted to kill him, he probably could have. And then here in this situation. So I love how he was talking smack up until that point, and suddenly in this situation, Gabimaru just comes in and he's like, "Yep, you know what? You're only talking smack because I'm letting you talk smack." This would have been the last the last day of your life if I wanted. So there you go. Yeah. Anyways, and yeah, and then he's actually just doesn't do anything here after seeing this situation. And now a few things happen here. First of all, this dude, what was his name? Indo or something, I don't know, remember his name, but this guy who was talking to Sagiri before, who was kind of in the previous episode 2, he was talking to Sagiri a lot. This guy, NG Endo, something like that his name is. They showed that he died here. His criminal just killed him. So wait, is he really dead? I don't know. It seemed like he's dead. But why I'm not able to accept that he's dead? He looked too much like he had like an eye patch, red hair and everything. I felt like he seemed important enough to not die at the third episode. So I'm still not sure if he's dead. Because his appearance seems important, that feeling that, oh, this character, he looks, his appearance, it looks like he won't die that easily, like that type of thing. Like looking at him, I was like, oh, maybe he'll stay alive. But then they show him dead. That's why I'm still not sure if he's dead or not. Maybe he's just faking his death. I don't know. I'm just saying this, because his appearance and his dress, the eye patch and everything, it looks too much like a main supporting character. He doesn't seem like one of the mob characters who'll die just this easily. Or who knows, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's actually dead. We'll see. Either way, I was actually surprised seeing that scene. And then next we get to see that guy, the guy, the Bandit King or whatever he called him. He killed the other guy, the guy who was grabbing him. And then the courtesan, she's also dead. The executioner killed her. Now, here's the thing. Do all of these executioners go back now? The ones who killed or the criminals, the criminals died. I don't know. They must go back now that their criminals are dead, isn't it? And then there is this next scene where we get to see this girl who was talking to Gabimaru, who was the kunoichi. That girl and the person who she was talking to, they didn't really show if the girl is dead, but the guy seems dead. A kunai is actually on his head. So I feel like he probably tried to attack her and she attacked back, or vice versa. But they still didn't show if the kunoichi is dead or not, because they showed the weapon, like a sword, a katana, but they did not show whether she's dead. So she might be alive. But this guy seems dead because you can see the kunai is in his forehead and there's like a blood stream. So yeah, the kunoichi, I'm still not sure. I feel like the kunoichi looks like her appearance looks kind of like a main supporting character type of thing. So I'll actually be surprised if she's dead. Let's see, let's wait and see. So yeah, there you go. And the executioner also tells Sagiri that, oh, this is also like a competition to see who will be the Hasaemon head, And he also said the shogunate undoubtedly made contact with the new Iwagakure. So these information he kind of casually just drops over here. And this is what changes everything, as soon as it brings up Iwagakure, Gabimaru changes, Gabimaru's like, all right, you know what, he leaves, but Gabimaru's like, no, he grabs a sword and tries to attack Sagiri. So obviously at the beginning I was like, why is he trying to attack her? But then it makes sense now because he's afraid. If the new Iwagakure comes here, in no way will he be free of his grandfather. His grandfather, isn't it? Yeah. No, not grandfather, sorry. What did I call him his grandfather? The chief. In no way will he be free from him. he'll again get bound to him. He doesn't want that. That's why he's trying to take everything in his hands now, because looking at Sagiri, he's decided that Sagiri is not experienced enough or not good enough to actually, like, she'll just weigh him down, that type of thing. And that's why he's decided to take matters in his hands, because he wants to go back to his wife, and preferably before Iwagakure comes in. So there you go. Now after that, we get to see them, like, a little flashback as to when the grandfather, not grandfather, sorry, the chief killed his parents, Gamimaru's parents. The reason was basically because they wanted to leave the village. And he's like, oh, like, emotions make you weak. Emotions, even love between a parent and a child makes you weak. This and that. Like typical stuff all villains say, blah blah blah. Like, yeah, like, making friends makes you weak. Having positive emotion makes you weak, that type of thing, typical anime villain. But the crazy thing here was Gabimon was just a little kid here. He just sees all of that, and he knows that if his grandfather gets involved in this, in no way will he be able to get out of this. So he's decided to attack Sagiri. And Sagiri is like, like looking at him, and Sagiri is like, oh no, he's, like like just like I thought, he's the same type of person I thought. He's a criminal, an executioner. Sorry, a criminal. I should have killed him. And they start fighting. You can see Gabimaru is way more experienced than Sagiri. Even if Sagiri has her sword and beautiful swordsmanship, her experience is low. Gabimaru is way more experienced than her, and he's literally using his hand bound to fight, just like that. It's crazy how he was fighting. Oh no, he took his. Never mind. Sorry, he took his the hand binding out. Alright, a little flashback again where we get to see Gabimaru's kind of hesitating to attack Sagiri and actually injure her or kill her. And we get a little flashback where we get to see where Gabimaru's like, oh, okay, like with his wife, he's like, oh, I'm hollow, I don't feel emotions, while his wife is like, oh, you just blushed when I kissed you, so this type of words doesn't suit you. And she says something here which is true. She says like, oh, don't think that emotions and positive things make you weaker. What does she say? She says a really nice line here. Where's that part? Just a minute. Okay, here it is. True courage is being true to your emotions. There you go. That's what she said. And yeah, I agree. That is true. You need courage, true courage, to actually be truthful to yourself. That's the thing. And his wife told him that, and after that you can see that he kind of says that how this kind of affected him more and more. He started hesitating in a few situations. For example, in a situation where someone insulted his wife or said that, oh, I'm going to kill you and your whole family, your wife. He, even if that person was not his target, he just killed him. Then there was another scene where one of the enemies were like, oh, I have a wife and child. He hesitated here, where he again tried to kill Gabimaru, but then wasn't successful. So you can see that these type of things started changing, and he started hesitating and doing his emotions changing little by little after his wife's words. And the same is happening here as well. He's not able to attack Sagiri properly, and he's constantly thinking that this is making me weak, I'm getting weaker. To be stronger, I have to kill my emotions, this and that. But he's still hesitating attacking Sagiri. So in the end, you can see there was a point where he really just convinced himself. He's like, you know what? No, I need to do this. His the chief's words always came in his head, like emotions make you weak, and he decides to shut off his emotions, actually attack Sagiri, just snapped her sword in two, and then just at the end of the battle that they had, he's just with his sword on top of Sagiri, sword at her throat, and tries to kill her, but cannot. Stops. in the midway. And you can see Sagiri here says that, realizes that, oh, this is what is bothering him every time, like okay, this part he kind of gives like a very interesting opinion here. Where is that part? Okay, this part where we see that the chief is actually kind of kind of telling him to go and kill, while his wife is actually stopping him from doing that. And this was like a scene where his wife came in kind of like a spirit form, came and like hugged him, while the chief's phantom just vanished. This part. And Sagiri looks at Gabimaru and realizes something. Gabimaru also says that, oh, I shouldn't feel like this, I'm getting weaker, and all I want is to go back to my wife, and to do that I need to kill my emotions and do this, but I cannot, because of my wife's words and this and that he's kind of expressing. And Sagiri says, in her head, she thinks that, oh, up until now I've looked at him wrong. He's a human being with emotions, and watching him allowed me to face my own emotions. This is a very interesting line, because in the previous episode, that is exactly what happened. She was unsure about her own emotions. Even in the previous episode, we saw she was so unsure of her emotions. She did not know what to feel. She felt burdened by the kills that she killed, by the executions that she did, and she equated that with her weakness. The burden that she felt, she equated that with her own weakness and her own imperfection, not able to be as good as her dad. She equated that with this. So she didn't realize what her emotions are. But seeing him in the previous episode just say that, oh, killing someone, I don't think it's supposed to feel nice. It is supposed to feel burdensome. You just gotta accept it. After she said that, Sagiri realized that, and that made her realize her true emotions and get to the bottom of it. What was bothering her? Up until this time, she just equated her being unable, her burden with her weakness. But that was not the case. Her burden was something that she needed to accept, to let go of that burden, which is something that she wasn't able to understand. She wasn't able to understand her emotions up until he came, and seeing him stay true to his emotions and facing his emotions, doing as his emotions told him. Seeing that made her realize her own emotions, and that's what she says. And she realizes that, yeah, this is what's going on. And she says the same thing. She says here that, where's the part? This is not weakness. This is a seed of strength. And she takes the sheath and puts it inside the sword. The sword inside it. And she also says the same thing that his wife said, that true courage is being true to your emotions. And yeah, there you go. She gets up and she's like, I'm going to keep a watch on you, and I'm going to see you face your emotions and struggle to reclaim your true life. Will you be able to stay true to your wife's words? This is what I will be watching. If you want to be a normal, go back to your village, as a free man, and go back to your wife and lead a nice life. Will you be able to keep true to that? I'll keep an eye on you from here onwards, and I'll see what becomes of you in the end. And she also says, our relationship still hasn't changed, but you're not the person that you were before. Yeah. So there you go. That was it. And Gabimaru faced his own emotions, Sagiri faced her own emotions. Both of them clashed and came to a mutual understanding. Now I'm sure they'll work together properly, and yeah. And they needed this, this is the start, and they needed to have a actual understanding if they actually want to work together in the future. And this is such an island that they need to work together, I feel like. Anyways, and the next thing we get to see is these two people. I don't know what their name is, this huge man and the little guy with the yellow hair. They come to a part where there's some man-made structures, They're just looking at it. A random moth comes and sits on his, like hand, stings him. He looks at the moth and sees the moth has like human face in it. He immediately understands that his hand has been stinged, something's going to happen, cuts off his hand. Like I said, this reminded me of like, like those zombie, like end of the world zombie video game or movie. Like, like the zombie bites you and you become a zombie, you have to cut off your arm, this and that, all that stuff. Before the infection spreads. That's literally what this is happening. Here, instead of a zombie, you literally turn into a tree. You actually turn into a tree. That's the only difference here. Which I feel like is even more messed up. Because zombies at least move. If you're a tree, you're a tree. You cannot move. But I feel like that's the least of your concerns if you turn into a tree. So there you go. My god. So this guy, one of his hands is missing now. But he's like, yeah, I know what's going on now. We need to fight these things. And there's some weird looking creatures come out, like these human looking, like centipedes, weird moths. There's this weird thing with hands for its eyes. And then in front of Gabimaru and Sagiri, there's this weird fish with 4 hands. I think, you know what? Let me look at the fish again. It's like a weird looking fish I saw here. Oh yeah, there you go. Yep, it has 6 hands, 2 legs, and a fish's mouth. Like I said, I wonder like what went through the author's head when he was making these character designs. These are some wacky character designs, I have to say. I love it. We have a muscular fish with 6 hands praying. Oh my god. And yeah, there you go. This is the start. Weird looking creatures have started attacking us. We need to get out of this situation and fight them. So there you go. That was the end of this episode. So that was a really good episode. I like Sagiri and Gabimaru clashed. They understood each other more. But now we have weird looking creatures attacking us. So yeah. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. This was my reaction to episode number 2 of Hell's Paradise. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Hell's Paradise. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.